panel room, and then she had 4 or 5 friends over there, and they were laughing. And she said, in tears, she's like, I bet my friends all the money that I had left, and that you would let me do it because you love your fans. For it again.
So you claim, lick you once, your fault. Their fault.
Yeah. There have not been any subsequent lickings.
Well, that's what we're calling it.
A tongue lashing.
Girls, I got a question.
Sorry. Rita?
Yeah, Rena. Sorry.
Sure.
Mary, what's it like being married to Cosmo?
My husband's awesome. I know, I do too. It's great. I mean, that show has been, my husband plays Cosmo in The Fairly Odd Parents, and Dad and Jorgen, and he's actually, they're doing a live action, airing a live action special that they filmed up in Canada, and my husband Darren got to play the dad that he's been voicing. And we're thinking that's the first time that's actually ever happened, which is really kind of cool. He's amazing. It's always fun and funny, and he's wonderful. I'm very lucky.
They never stop laughing. You should see them together. They're constantly cracking each other up. It's adorable.
I think we feed on laughter. I think it's the most important thing in our lives is laughter. It's necessary. It helps me. Because it's always, if you laugh hard enough, it's one step away from tears. So you kind of get both emotions out at once if you're laughing. And the hardest I have ever laughed in a movie was actually seeing Team America. And it was because of the song, you know, that what would you do? That song, you know, it was, the minute, you know, the end of it was freedom costs a bucko, fair, and the minute I knew, I just, I have never laughed that hard, and he still says that's one of the most favorite moments of us together, was hearing me laugh that loud and hard in the premiere of Team America. That moment. So, he's my best friend. I highly recommend marrying your best friend. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it works out well.
It does, as you know. Yep.
For Rena, I was wondering, aside from the clown that you said at your last time, what was the funniest thing you've done to Michael, and what's the funniest thing you've ever done to you?
Okay, for those of you that don't know, Tatum and I have these prank wars. And my prank wars, I mean, I always prank him and he never retaliates well, because he just kind of sucks at it. And I mean, he's tried. He's just not as awesome as I am. And probably, I'll try to make it short, but so it starts off with little pranks, like the whole chasing him in a clown mask around the studio. And then that escalated into my brother and I breaking, this sounds awful, breaking into his house and rearranging his furniture, and we also put, we left him $5 and a note saying thank you, had a great time. And we put like mini, 6-pack of mini beers in his fridge along with some ice cream that I scrawled I heart Tatum all over. And then he called the cops. But I mean, we weren't there or anything. I mean, yeah, no, he totally thought that it was like some crazy fan or something. So when I called him, well, he had called me when he got home and was like, hey, did you stop at our house? And I was like, no, that's crazy. I don't even know where you live. And then I was going to call him back. Yeah, I was going to call him back like 30 minutes later or something, but I forgot, and so I called him like several hours later, so by that point he'd already like filed a police report and everything. And what's funny is that even the police officer was like, I'm pretty sure one of your friends is just pranking you. I was like, no! That's horrible! And so he had always vowed to get me back. So at Anime Central last year, I just assumed that he was going to try to get me back. So I preemptively got him at the opening ceremonies. I sang Send in the Clowns by Stephen Sondheim, but I changed all the lyrics to be about him and how when I broke into his house, I actually brought clowns with me and all that stuff, which you can totally YouTube this. I think if you just YouTube like Anime Central opening ceremonies 2010, was that last year? 2010?
Yeah.
I think you can find it pretty easily. Yeah, so, and then he kind of trying to be an enemy central, but it was so not nearly as epic as what I did that no one ever really remembers it.
You're the master.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the master.
What did he do?
He had put up all these flyers of a picture of a sloth named Beck, and it was like Beck, and then like years of birth and death or whatever, and then a little note underneath saying that I had this pet sloth that I rescued from Honduras, which P.S. there are no sloths in Honduras, and that we were best of friends, and that he passed away, and that all of the fans should send their condolences. But the thing is, see, I actually got the convention involved. They all knew what I was doing, and so he didn't tell the convention what he was doing, so you have to have a permit to hang stuff up, and he didn't know that, so everything got torn down. So the idea was that people were going to be coming up to me and saying, I'm so sorry about Beck, I'm so sorry about Beck, and I'd be like, what are you talking about? But that didn't actually really happen. Someone showed me the flyer, like, at my very last autograph session that I was there. Someone showed me the flyer that he had made, and I was like, well, that would have been awesome.
Next time you can sing Kiss and sing Beth, but it would be Beck.
There you go.
Yes.
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 Say yes.
Next!
That guy in the black shirt over there?
I know that when I was a kid that I always had a favorite like cartoon character that you can always do a really good voice of. And I was just wondering, who was your favorite like cartoon character as a kid, and can you do their voice?